So recently, Jim Ryan, the CEO of PlayStation, had an interview with Famitsu, and he went over, different things that are going on with PlayStation. But one of the main topics that was in this interview that got a lot of people discussing, debating, and talking was on how first-party exclusives won't be coming to PC on day one, and instead it will be ported over maybe 2 or 3 years after its release. And this led to a lot of PC players confused, upset, questioned why they would do that. I mean, I even seen some videos out there saying Sony is dumb because, they will miss out on a lot of money if they don't release day one on PC. But in reality, this strategy will actually make them more money in the long run. But let's go over everything, So first, the only negative of this strategy is that PC players won't be able to play the game day one, won't experience the game for themselves. And yeah, that sucks. I mean, you have to wait 2 or 3 years, So that's the main downfall of this strategy that, Jim Ryan is trying to do. But for PlayStation, it's good for a couple of reasons. First, PC ports for games recently have been coming out really broken, whether it's frame rate, bugs, crashes, and all that. We see it time and time again, with The Last of Us, Star Wars, Jedi Survivor, Golem, and we've seen so many games just come up so bad to the point that PC players can't even enjoy the game, and it actually hurts the reputation of that game, But I don't think people understand how difficult it is to develop a port for PC. It's actually harder than making it for a console, because for PC, there's so many different factors like, different graphic cards, frame rate, visuals, and all that. Then you have to make sure everything works properly. So that's why these recent games have been kind of coming out pretty bad, Not to mention they don't have enough time to develop for consoles and PC at the same time. So the advantage of taking these games out later will be, so they will have more time to make sure these exclusives get ported over to PC finished and not broken. Then you have the hardware side of this, The reason there is exclusives in the first place is to have people buy their console, right? Sony and Nintendo both make their exclusives to sell hardware. So if they start putting everything on PC, there will be no point, for the most part, to buy a console. And the perfect example for this is Xbox. We all know, it's not a secret, they're the weakest in terms of hardware, right? Because they keep putting, their games on PC or Game Pass. So it divides the community, right? Whether people want to just get a PC instead, And finally, about the profit, people believe that, taking out exclusives day one on PC as well will sell more. And to an extent, this is true, but to be honest, PC players are more hardcore gamers. The majority use a PC to play those shooter games or just competitive games in general, to have the highest frame rate, and all that good stuff. But the reason that if they wait to port over the PC version of the game is pretty simple. You take out an exclusive, right, to the console. You have it there for like 2 or 3 years, right? When the sales start dying out and they're kind of dry on your console, you start marketing again, marketing for PC, double dip, and make more money through that. You have new fans and all that good stuff, right? And the last thing they might do is put the game into their service, which is PS Plus. Play that game they didn't get to play or didn't want to buy because it was too expensive at that time, or whatever the case, right? So in reality, you start making more money out of that. That's what they are trying to do, to make the most out of their exclusives by selling hardware, making double profit, and have people sign up to their services. The main concern is their lack of first-party exclusives on PlayStation. But, we will see in the future if that changes. So for the people that are upset about this, the reality is, if you want to play that exclusive, you have to buy that console to play it, If you don't care to buy the console for whatever reason, then you just aren't, a big fan of that certain game, or you just don't care. That's how it is. That's why I own a PS5, a Switch, and a PC for those Xbox games. Heck, even the PC has exclusive games in there, but no one's complaining about that, right? I mean, it goes both ways. Either you buy the console because you're a fan of that game, or you just wait 2 or 3 years and complain about it till it comes out, People might not want to hear this, but not everyone has to cater with your needs. At the end of the day, it's just business, right? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. Hopefully we hit that 1K goal, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.